Every single person experiences the world differently because we all filter reality through our internal programming. I want you to think about this. Two people can be in the exact same situation, like sitting in the same room at the same time, but their internal experience could be completely different. This is because what we perceive isn't necessarily what's happening. It's what's filtered through our subconscious mind. The way you see the world and yourself impacts your emotions, actions, and results. If your internal programming is rooted in limiting beliefs, fears, old patterns, it's going to create resistance in your mind, body, and life. In this program, by understanding your model of the world, you'll gain awareness of how your programming works and how it shapes your experience. The awareness is going to allow you to rewrite your filters and in turn create the freedom in your body that you want. Let's talk about what's happening behind the scenes in your mind and body. First off, how we filter information. Your brain processes an insane amount, 2.3 million bits of information per second, but you're only consciously aware of about 126 bits. If you were aware of everything, you would be so overwhelmed. So your brain uses filters to help make sense of the world. Here are the three main ways your brain filters information. 1, deletion. Your brain deletes things it doesn't think are relevant to you. Example, you might walk past a baby store every single day and never notice it until you're pregnant or planning for a baby, or maybe you just had a niece or nephew born. Suddenly, all of a sudden, that store is all you see. Another example, you might not notice how often you're feeling bloated or tired after meals until you actually start to pay attention to how certain foods affect your digestion. Suddenly, patterns will become so much more clear and you'll realize what works for your body and what doesn't. Number 2 is distortion. Your brain distorts information based on your internal beliefs and emotions. Let's go over a few examples. So first off, someone says, "Hey, I love your shirt." And depending on your internal filters, you might think they're complimenting you or being sarcastic. Another example of this is if someone says, "Oh my gosh, you look amazing." And depending on your internal filters, you might think they're actually genuinely complimenting you, or you're going to assume that they're being insincere. Your interpretation is influenced by how you feel about yourself. I remember having people compliment me and I thought they were just messing with me. If someone said, "You're so beautiful," and I didn't feel beautiful, I would think that people were just messing with me or trying to be rude or mean or kind of teasing me a little bit. Number 3 is generalization. Your brain simplifies information by grouping similar experiences together to save energy. So, example, instead of noticing individual trees in a forest, your brain is going to generalize them as trees. You don't notice every single tree. Another example is if you tried one restrictive diet that didn't work, you might generalize that nothing works for me when it comes to health or weight. And this just keeps you stuck in a loop of frustration and avoidance instead of exploring what truly supports your body. These filters are essential for survival. They help your brain process information quickly, but they can also create blind spots, which will keep you stuck in old patterns or negative beliefs about your body, food, or health. So by bringing awareness to these filters, you can start to rewrite that and shift how you see yourself in the world around you. Your filters are not random. They're shaped by your unique life experiences and internal programming. Here are some key factors that influence how you filter and interpret information about your health and body. Number 1 is time. The timing of events changes how you respond to your body. Example, if someone comments on your weight or appearance when you're already feeling insecure, it might trigger some sort of negative self-talk. But if you're feeling confident, you might not take it personally, or you might even brush it off entirely. Number 2 is location. Where you are physically impacts how you feel about and interpret your body. Example, you might feel comfortable and free in your favorite yoga studio, but self-conscious at the gym if you feel like people are watching you. Your environment can either support or hinder your connection to your body. 3 is mood. Your emotional state at any given moment alters how you perceive your body. Example, if you're stressed or upset, you might feel more critical about your body because you're focusing more on your perceived flaws. But if you're in a good mood, you're more likely to appreciate what your body can do and feel gratitude for it. Number 4 is memory. Past experiences shape how you feel about your body and how you treat your body. Example, if you were teased about your appearance growing up, you might carry those insecurities into adulthood, even if they are no longer relevant. On the flip side, positive memories of feeling strong or accomplished can build confidence in your body. Number 5, which we will heavily focus on, is beliefs. What you believe about your body and health dictates your actions and outcomes. If you believe I'm not capable of being consistent with healthy habits, you're less likely to try and probably will give up super easily. But if you believe that you are someone who can build sustainable habits and creating new habits are easy, you're going to actually show up, take the small, consistent actions that actually align with your beliefs. 6 is values. What matters most to you drives your behavior toward your body and health. Example, if you deeply value energy and vitality, you are so much more likely to prioritize nourishing foods and movement that make you feel good. If your value is social connection, you're probably going to prioritize shared meals or group fitness classes that align with your goals. 7 is identity, which we will also work on. How you see yourself, your I am statements determine how you show up for your body, okay? And we're going to go in a ton more depth on this, but just to give you a little example, if you identify as someone that is disciplined, you tell yourself all the time, I'm a disciplined person, you are actually going to show up and be disciplined because that aligns with your self-image. But if you identify with someone who's lazy, you're probably going to unconsciously make the choice that reinforces that identity. Now, understanding your model of the world unlocks the key to body freedom, okay? Awareness of your filters is going to help you see how they've shaped your beliefs about body, food, movement, anything else along those lines. And shifting your internal state aligns your mind and body, making balance and freedom feel absolutely natural, okay? This isn't about changing the external world. It's about transforming how you experience it from the inside out. Your model of the world shapes how you see yourself, your body, and your life. So during this program, we're going to shift your internal world into a safe, comfy, cozy, confident place. When you create safety and trust within yourself, everything outside of you begins to align.